can't wait to go home. I'll go home tonight. My kid will probably be in the bed. I'll jump in. He'll roll over and can give me a hug, and I'll tell him, how was your night? And we chat now. We chat like fucking dudes.
Dude,
I wake up in the morning. We watch stupid YouTube channels together, and then he gets up and gets ready. Yeah, I mean, look, it sucks.
That sounds dope. I mean, it don't sound like it sucks. It sounds fun.
It don't suck. It's hard.
Yeah.
I say that, man. It's easy to be a parent. It's hard to be a good one.
Yeah.
Because, like today, because I have all my dad. So when he does something disrespectful, that's 6 kids. You don't, Dad. Who do you know? That comes out.
You do that though, or you do a version of that?
I do a version of it. It ain't like I would do it to you if I had to fight you just to scare you out of it because you're dead, big ass motherfucker. But it's a version of that. But he actually told me. He actually said, "Hey man, you don't need to yell like that."
Wow.
And I was like, "What?" He's like, "Dad, I get it. I screwed up. I messed up. I shouldn't have said that. But you don't need to get crazy." I'm like, "All right, I'm cool with that."
Yo.
So.
That's a mature kid right there.
It's a mature kid.
Are you going to have another one?
No, her badge is done. Yeah. I ain't risking that shit. I love my son. I ain't risking the brother that we all have to take care of. You know what I mean? Where'd you leave your brother? I left him up. He's in a... Go get him. Dad.
Is this a bit?
No.
You got to bring this. Yeah, that shit is funny.
I don't want to... Yeah, I don't want... Look, God bless... Though that kid, but I don't want to have to run a marathon every year. Dad. Yeah, and then I'm gone. Then nobody pushes him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, baby. We're starting the podcast right now. We're back. You know what, dude? Live. Welcome everybody to the show. YKWD. I started a social media and podcasting. The fact. The YKWD podcast. YKWD's back again. Old school, back in the day, where it all started. Before them all. YKWD. This podcast is so fun and crazy. It has no rules. Shut up! You're ruining this.
Where's the bandana, man?
I'm sorry. It's a comedy podcast. This isn't NPR.
That's what this podcast does.
Is there any better show? This is the original. What's up, everybody? Welcome to You Know What, Dude podcast. It's Robert Kelly, me, on top of the Comedy Cellar at the Comedy Cellar podcast studios, where we've been for I don't know how long. Do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. Just click it and hit the bell and throw in a comment if you want to. Right now, you're watching this, just hit it. And if you want to support the show, go to patreon.com/Robert Kelly. And you can become a supporter of the show, get extra episodes. You can be live in the chat while we film these live and talk and ask questions, or, you get the episodes before everybody else. So there you go. And also, punchup.live. Robert Kelly, you want to watch my special? I got a special for free if you want to watch it called Killbox. It's up there right now, punchup.live. It's the new social media for comedians and musicians, and it's censored free, and you can say whatever you want, and I got all my stuff up there, so check it out. We got a great guest today. I'm very excited. I've had you on before. Mm-hmm. Monroe Martin, everybody. Give it up.
What's up?
How you doing, buddy?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, it's been a while since I had you on.
I know.
Now, because I know, have you been on since you fell off your scooter?
I don't think so. I didn't fall off. The scooter broke, and I went flying. I wish I fell off. If I fell off my scooter, I wouldn't have broke my face. I'd have just skinned my knee or something.
Okay, so
I fell off a lot of shit.
You're the reason I haven't bought my son a scooter.
Why? Just give him one that's not cheap. That was the problem. I was being cheap. Actually, it wasn't even so the scooter I got, I could have got a way better quality scooter.
Explain scooter.
So I have a
Vespa scooter.
No, I got an e-scooter. So I got
stand on.
Yeah, stand on e-scooter.
You go to the towns and they're all around. You can rent them.
Yes.
Okay.
But I decided to buy one.
Okay.
Because I was like, I was in D.C. I had a good time riding them around and stuff. So I was like, I think I can do this. And I seen a company that opened up here in New York. So I went and
you're gonna name the company?
Nah, I can't.
Why?
Because I just can't, Bobby.
You can say why you can't.
I don't know. Because your podcast is a lot bigger, so.
But you don't have to name the company, but you can say why you can't.
Oh, because we suing them.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's all I wanted.
All right, my
I want
bad.
I want a little juice.
Little juicy juice.
Little juice. And by the end of the episode, you'll tell us the company's name. Stay
I'm not-
tuned. Stay tuned for that. Stick
I'm
around.
I'm
Come on.
not.
Let me guess.
No, you'll never guess.
Zessie.
What's Zessie?
I don't know. Is that the name of
Oh,
the company?
no. Nah. It's,
Funky Pop Skateboard.
it's some Asian company.
Ting wow.
Bing bong is the sound I made when I hit my face. Ping pong snap.
Is that the name of the company?
No,
Ping
but-
pong snap.
But the scooter I was way too big for the scooter. That shit popped, and then I just went flying.
Yeah, but you're too big for most things.
I know, but I can't live my life like that.
But you have to.
I can't. You don't know how much fun I missed out on as a kid because it was all I heard my whole childhood. Get your big ass off of that. Get down from there. You too big for that.
Really?
Yeah.
Like what?
Like anything. Like
You didn't
remember
hear that
like
about-
when you were young, you play on the jungle gym, but you get like, the jungle gym
Yeah.
that people build in their backyard.
Yeah.
And you walk up the slide and that shit wiggle a little bit.
I'm so old
Yeah.
that you didn't have there was no kid ever that had a jungle gym in his backyard.
Oh shit.
When I was a kid, you had the park.
Oh no.
Everybody had the park. The park
Mm-hmm.
was where the shit was.
Oh.
You had a backyard. You might have had an above ground pool
Mm-hmm.
if you were one of those, but that was rich.
Yeah.
Didn't know any below ground pools.
Yeah.
But there was maybe a slip and slide,
Mm-hmm.
maybe one of those things you hooked up to the hole and it spun around and killed
Yeah.
you. It slapped everybody in the head.
Yeah.
Sprinklers were big. I had
Sprinklers,
a
fire hose. Is Boston a fire hose?
No, dude, that was against the law. We don't do that.
Y'all do a lot of shit in Boston that's against the law.
Yeah, to
And you
make
can't-
money. We're not gonna break. We're not gonna with the fire department. Half of my relatives were on the fire department. We don't do that.
Yeah, I mean,
That's a New York thing.
No, I'm not from New York. I think that's just a poor thing.
It's a hood thing.
It's a hood thing. Good
Yeah.
way of saying that.
Yeah, it's a hood
Yeah.
thing. It's a hood thing. Pop that thing off and
And
put a
this-
cup on it, right? Or put
Yeah.
a can or something.
Nah, you can get a can. Some people get like these little what is that? The joint that you drain the spaghetti with? Like you take one
Colander.
of those. Colander, yeah, you can get that.
No,
and
no,
then-
it's what is it called?
I think it is colander.
No, it's a colander, but it's a strainer.
a strainer. That's what I'm calling it.
Strainer.
A strainer.
It's a strainer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you got to find the block captain with the key. And most people aren't block captains. They just know where to get those big ass keys from.
What the f? Because a block captain.
Come on now. You didn't grow up with block captains?
No, because I didn't grow up with black people.
I don't think it's a black thing.
It's
so,
100% cultural.
so when
Dude, listen to me. We didn't have block captains in Boston. What is that?
What do you mean? All right, so
Was that one person who had the fire?
yeah. It's usually an old man or old lady, and they're the ones that put together the block parties and all that stuff. You looking
Yeah,
it
dude.
up? Yeah.
In Boston?
Uh-huh.
In Philly.
Not in. That's a Philly thing. Ain't a Boston. There's no. Boston doesn't do block captains. You can't trust some Irish Italian kid with a key. Your father will sell it.
I used to live with a block captain. He was annoying.
That sounds like you were molested.
Yeah.
I used to live with a block captain.
Yeah.
That sounds like something a young gay guy would say to an older gay guy.
He's like, I'm
block-
your block captain.
Yo,
now."
babe, he's my block captain.
He turned my hose on.
Mr. Murphy's my block captain. He has the key.
He has a key.
What's yeah, that's weird, a block captain. So you had to find that person.
You have
and-
to find that person, but usually you know who they were because they were the ones passing out the free lunch in the summertime.
What?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Free
Get
lunch?
the f- out of here. Are you? Man, so
Why would we get free lunches?
because school's not open anymore.
Yeah, and it's
mo-
called your house.
No, but a lot of people can't afford food. Like a lot of people.
Yeah, man, this is a cultural thing. This is, you lived in a poor neighborhood.
Yeah, I'm poor.
But, I'm gonna tell you this.
What?
I lived in like white slums. Like nobody had money.
Yeah.
We didn't have money, but we didn't have any block captain or sandwiches.
Yo, and that's why y'all so mad. Because nobody was feeding y'all.
That's it.
We
Boston
got
people,
juices, we got sandwiches, and then on a good, like you may get like a PB&J little turkey sandwich.
Wait a minute, you got drinks too?
You got apple juice, orange juice, milk. Milk is the worst in the summertime.
No, you can't drink milk out of a milk carton.
Yeah, they give you milk. They give you chocolate milk in the summertime.
Chocolate milk's good, but
Yeah.
yeah, we got a hose.
Nah, you drink out the hose too, but
We drink out of the hose. We didn't get any. Dude, I don't remember any of that shit. We didn't get anything like that. Never. Wow. So listen, you grew up in
Philly. Yeah.
and poor neighborhood.
Poor neighborhoods because I grew up in foster care. So you're just bouncing around.
Can I
different
ask
people's
you about
houses
that?
and shit.
'Cause,
What's up?
Like you were in foster care. I think we fought about it one time.
We fought about a lot of things. We fought about me wearing my merch, but the foster care we connected on.
No, but didn't we? No, we fought about a foster care thing because I said something. You're like, that's not true.
What are you talking about? No, because you went through it too. Weren't you like group homes and all that
Yeah,
shit?
no, that's why I want to talk to you about it. I was in foster homes because you couldn't go directly home from juvie jail.
Mm-hmm.
So you got arrested, you went to court, you went to intake, you went to a place, and then they found whatever jail you're going to go to for 3 to 6 months. Then you'd go there.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully there'd be a bed crunch, and you get released early.
What's the bed crunch? Like no
They
place
need
to
the
sleep?
bed.
Oh, okay.
And this kid's crime was worse than your crime, so the least crime is going to get let out. Yeah.
Okay.
Or who's been there, who has maybe a month
Yeah,
left, right?
okay.
And then you'd go to foster home.
Mm.
A lot of times you go to a foster home, and the foster home, then from there they transition you back to my home,
Yeah.
my mom.
Mm-hmm.
But you didn't have a mom.
No, so I had a mom. My mom's still alive. Me and my mom are cool. My mom didn't raise me. My mom had a drug problem. My dad was in and out of jail. And my grandmother, I have a young grandma. My grandma's like still active and stuff.
Right.
So my grandmother thought it was a good idea to be like, well, until my daughter gets her life together, I'm gonna just put the kids in foster care. And we went in at like 6, 7, and I didn't get out until like 21.
Why didn't your grandmother just take care of you?
Cause she young, she don't got time for that shit. I mean, that's
Is that her talking or you?
That's me talking. But I think based on the little bits and pieces that I put together from her always yelling and shit when I would like go visit, I think it was that. I think it was just she thought it would be a short amount of time and that my mom would get her life together or we would get placed in a better home. And that never happened.
Did that kill you?
What you mean?
I'm saying, did that fuck you up? Like, did that hurt?
I'm sure I
that,
fucked up from it.
No, back then, did it make you go, what the fuck? My grandmother doesn't want me?
Nah, too young to even cope with it. So here is the thing.
How old were you?
I think I went into foster care at like 6, 7.
Jeez, man.
Yeah, but my mom didn't have like a stable place to live. She was on the run from my dad because he was abusive and stuff like that. So we would like sleep over random friends' houses and stuff like that. Things she'd be like, "Oh, this is your cousin," and then we like sleeping in the bed with them, like head to foot, or sleeping on the floor and stuff. So I was used to that constant moving. I was used to getting up, going to school, coming home, and then going to somebody else's house.
You were
to
used
sleep.
to not having a home.
Yeah. So when I got into foster care, it was just like business as usual. But I just wasn't around my mom.
But have you ever, like you say, yeah, you say it like that.
Yeah.
That breaks my heart when I hear that. But it does. I mean,
look, at a time it broke my heart, but now I'm grown.
Then?
Yeah, I think 16 was like the last time where I was like, oh, this isn't gonna. I'm the happy ending of foster care because that's what's supposed to happen. Like when I hit 16, I had good behavior. My mom, she had got her life together a little bit. She had got remarried and she got a house, and my 2 sisters went to live with her, and then I was the last one to make their decision. Right?
Are they younger than you?
Yeah, they're younger than me.
Okay, so were you guys separated?
We never lived together until.
So you
yeah.
So even your sisters.
Mhm.
They took your siblings away, so you were alone.
Yeah.
Now that house they put you in, were you there one place for the whole time?
No, I bounced around a lot. I was in like
Shit.
altogether, I think I was in like 14 places, and that's including group homes, foster homes, and kinship care, which is just foster care but with a family member.
Is that like a block bouncer? What's his name?
What do you mean?
Was that the
Like,
what's
yeah.
the last thing again? What was the last thing?
It's
again?
kinship care.
Kinship care.
Kinship, because if somebody's related to you, they're kin to you, so
Oh,
they call it kinship.
Was
care.
it some? So it was somebody you related to?
Yeah, and they're the worst because when they know you got money, so when you're in foster care, they get a stipend for the government.
Yeah.
From the government to cover the cost of you, like buying your food and your clothes. But a lot of people don't use that money to buy the clothes and shit like that. They use it for themselves and then go, I'm going to use my government assistance or whatever, and I'm going to try to stretch what I already have and then keep this money for myself.
Right.
And I feel like family was the worst when it came to that.
Right.
Because that's all they wanted. They'd be like, ooh, you get to stay with me. And then when they found out the money ain't money in the way they want it, they be like, you got to go. I had an aunt drop me off she told me I was going to come home for the summer and she would pick me back up because she wanted me to spend time with like my Philly folk and shit. And then she dropped me off for the summer and never picked me back up. And then I went back into the foster care system.
Did that crush you?
Nah, because I hated him.
But that didn't hurt your feelings.
Everything hurt your feelings, but you got to be tough. You got to get over it. You know what I mean?
You don't have to be tough right now.
You're not going, what are you trying to make me cry? You trying to get some black tears for February?
You don't. Do you know how much those are worth?
Black tears on February, that's a lot.
That's a lot.
Yo, we can go viral if I cry.
Dude, if you cry right now.
Yo, let's go. All right.
Yo, man, did that hurt? Listen.
Yeah.
Did that hurt your feelings?
Yeah, because it's just the feeling of not being wanted. Nah, I don't know. You're not going to get me to cry. But yeah, this shit hurt your feelings. But when you're in foster care and you're surrounded by other kids that are going through the same thing, you kind of just learn to be like, all right, this is just how some people live. Yeah. And I was with, like, even in foster care, I would be with people who had their biological kids, but even their biological kids came from like a broken home. Like their dad isn't around, the mom has to do all the work and all that shit. So to me, it just felt like the norm. It was like, oh, everybody got problems. Yeah,
I mean, I remember being in it. I remember, but the money was a factor.
Mm-hmm.
The food they gave you was very, generic and cheapest shit they could give you.
Man.
And you didn't get much of it. I remember that. I remember there was no seconds.
It depended on what group home I was in. Some group homes, they let you go in.
No, foster homes never. It was.
Over.
And they had their kids. There was a couple that had their kids, and their kids could do no wrong.
Yeah.
And I was,
Mm-hmm.
And then there was one where there was another foster kid, but he was kind of a dick.
Yeah.
And I remember he had Playboy Channel. We were in bunk beds.
How'd he get the Playboy Channel?
Paid for it. When I showed up, this guy was like a regular white kid.
Yeah.
Like he seemed like a rich white kid.
Okay.
And I don't know why he was there. I don't know what the hell he did. I was there because of crime, and I was transitioning out of jails.
Yeah.
So I had to go here for long term because I couldn't go back to my mom's house. And I remember we went. It was in this little tiny house. It was a little blue house behind houses.
Mm-hmm.
So you go into the driveway, and then there was another little tiny house in the back.
Okay.
And I remember going there, and it was this big redheaded fucking strong Boston guy and this chubby little fucking angry short-haired Boston woman, and they had this little daughter and this kid. But he seemed like a snobby rich kid.
Mm-hmm.
He played hockey, and he was like there for a while, and he was like one of the best foster kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I remember he worked, and he got Playboy Channel.
How old was he?
He had his own cable, and he got Playboy. He was my age.
How old were you?
Maybe a year older than me or something. 15?
Oh, wow.
Something like that. 14, 15?
He's smart, though.
Huh?
He's smart.
He was 14. I was 14. Yeah, he was smart, but he was a twat. He was kind of a twat. You know what I mean? It was like, Lenny Marcus being your foster roommate. It's my cable. Don't touch my lights. You know what I mean? I love Lenny, but I don't want to live in a bunk bed with that asshole. And and I remember he caught me watching a stupid.
Oh, what was you watching?
Playboy. I don't know, some stupid Lady Chatterley shit. Because Playboy's never that. You think it's not that bad.
It's not. It's some regular shit.
And I was trying to jerk off to it, and he's like, "Were you using my fucking?" But I remember, none of this shit hit me, dude, until recently.
Yeah.
None of this stuff. You know when it hit me? When I had a kid.
Yeah.
Is when I was like, I couldn't imagine my son being in a foster home.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine dropping him off and walking away. I couldn't imagine my kid, my my son going to bed at night hungry
Yeah.
and not knowing where he was going to be the next day at that age and having to just deal with it.
Yeah.
And I couldn't imagine it. You know,
Yeah.
that's when it hit me that I went through traumatic shit. It's like I went through war. That's war, dude. You went through war.
I went through war, and I made at 16. I don't know what it was. I was just like, I'm not going to be a victim of the system or my situation. I'm gonna just be a product of it. Cause I was around people who all they did was just complain about like how fucked up their life was and all that stuff, and they just kept getting in trouble and stuff like that. And I see myself going down that route, but something in me was just like, nah, dog. Like, you can't do that.
You have a kid, right?
I don't have no kid. I just got a wife, and
You got a wife?
But we're trying to have a kid. We should have a kid by like 2024, in the end of 2024 or 2025 or some shit.
When you have that kid, man,
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna fuck you up.
But even when I had my nieces, I said my niece. But even so my sister lives with me when I got my own place, and when my niece was born, they live with me, and that's when I was like, damn, yo, like nobody in my family could have did this for us.
Nobody.
You know?
Wait till you have your kid.
Yeah.
Wait till you have your kid and you're bringing your kid to school
Mm-hmm.
and you go into his thing, his little thing, and then you go into his baseball or basketball.
Nah.
And he comes home and he runs up and he's like, Dad, and he's showing you his little test and blah, blah, blah. Dude, it's going to fuck you up.
I know.
It's all going to tumble back, bro.
Does it make you stronger at least?
It makes me stronger, but it's like, you know, like I look at these comics, you know, like I feel like I have two lives that I'm living.
Mm-hmm.
I'm living a life trying to become successful, trying to
You are successful though.
stay relevant in the business. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We always got to keep trying, you know, grabbing that next rung
Mm-hmm.
and not look around you.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have this other life that I'm living where I'm trying to repair all the bullshit that happened to me
Nah.
because I have, you know, I snap
Yeah.
because it's you know, as soon as somebody's fucking not respecting me, as soon as something's happening, I'm like fucking, I turn into that.
red.
I turn into that dude. You ain't getting me, bitch.
Yeah.
You ain't getting me. You know, because that's back in the day,
Mm-hmm.
at a young age, people were getting us. People were fucking with us.
Yeah.
And I cut that empathy off. I cut that human exist. When I got the kid, it attached that shit back into me. And it's like, oh God, man.
You're like, shit, I don't want this piece back.
Dude, my kid's 10.
Yeah.
I was in,
And you got a nice kid. I met your kid.
yeah, he's a great kid.
Yeah.
And like, I look at that and I'm like, dude, when I was his age, I started drinking. I was smoking.
You was drinking and smoking at 10?
Yeah.
Damn.
You know?
No, I wasn't.
But yeah, do you drink at all? Like, because you seem like a,
I'm not straight edge, but I don't like drinking.
yeah.
I'd rather smoke. I've drank before, but I drink more so of like, if my wife is having drinks, and usually she'll do this thing where she'll be like, I don't want it no more, and then I'll just down it because I don't like wasting.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't like drinking because it should just make you sweat and fucking, you just feel gross.
And you married a white girl from L.A. That's weird.
I didn't marry a white girl from L.A. My fucking wife is Colombian from Queens.
I'm kidding. You took offense to that.
Hell yeah.
You got angry. You're like, well, I am
Oh,
married.
fuck you.
Fuck. You married Giselda.
Yeah.
Griselda. What's her name?
Griselda Blanco.
Did she know about her? No.
Yeah.
Oh,
of
she
course.
does?
Yeah. She don't want to watch the show because a lot of people in our neighborhood and stuff, like, they went through that shit. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of them fled Colombia and came to America because of that stuff.
Well,
So for her, she's not like one of those people that's like, yo, I'm going to watch it because I like watching all this like drug lord shit. She's like, no, I'm not going to watch it because I know people who were affected by these things.
Well, because we're you know all the stuff that's happening now with you know the Mexicans and the immigrants and coming in and dude, we go through this all the time.
Yeah.
We go through this all the time, and don't worry. I feel like saying, hey, don't worry about it. In 25 years, someone's going to make a documentary on whatever Netflix is. Then it would be like, I remember those days in New York.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that person's whatever murderer right now is going to have a book in 15, 20 years.
Who's going to be the big murderer though?
What do you
in
mean?
New York? Because there's been a lot of murder. There's been a lot of weird shit happening in New York. You don't remember the dude that got his head cut off by his assistant in like I think it was like where Gas Digital Studio is. This was like a couple years ago. A guy, he had an assistant, and he had like one of those apartments where the elevator comes straight to your crib, and his assistant came in, cut his head off.
Yeah, but that's a crazy person. That's not a.
I mean, New York is full of crazy people.
Well, New York right now, there's they caught that kid who shot somebody. There was a couple kids beating up cops.
I can't watch that shit.
You can't. Look at me. We need the cops.
We do. I plan on making money, so I need somebody to call. You can't call the Black Panthers the fucking Nation of Islam.
Yeah, you can't call it. What was that other one? The white one with the satin jackets. The angel.
The Guardian Angels.
The Guardian Angels. They're gone.
They're not gone.
They were here for
They're
a
not
while.
gone. Just kung fu doesn't work anymore. Yeah. Hey, they used to be in the park with their satin jackets and their berets, and people scared. That's back when a beret scared people.
No. Or just being black was scary enough.
Oh, black was scary back then.
Yeah. Now it's
Back
not.
in the day. There they are. They're still around. They're just old as shit. There's some young ones, but here's the problem with the Guardian. No one's ever in shape.
Yeah. None of them look cool.
Nah, if you look at like like the Black Panthers, they were shredded.
Yeah, they look like a goddamn barbershop quartet in fucking Cuba.
I mean, look, but could you imagine them in the Warriors? They get the shit kicked out of them right the first fight.
And their jackets aren't even satin no more.
Not anymore because it's expensive and it's silly.
They're like, yo, dog, we got to cut back. We're going to start using.
Yeah, that's what roller skating was in when satin jacket. Look at the Black Panthers. Badass.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, come on, son.
Dude.
They had 3/4 length leather jackets.
In any weather.
Any weather.
Any weather.
And they wore a beret.
Yeah, because they were in L.A. too. In L.A., you don't really need a jacket.
You don't need They didn't give a shit. They were hot. What a great logo, too.
And imagine just picking out your afro before you go protest and shit. 'Cause that's a perfectly picked afro. Because if I pick my hair out and I lean back, that shit is just like this. So you got to be like, I'll be there for the revolution, bro.
Hang on.
Hang on.
It's New York is crazy right now, man. Philly's nuts, too, man. Philly's.
Nah, I'm not going back.
You ain't going back?
Yeah.
Where you live, is that more dangerous now?
Yeah. I made my lady drive through it because she was like, I want to know where you're from. And so I drove around 32nd and Norris, and I was like, this is where I grew up. And she was like, it's just a bunch of condemned houses. I was like, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Near Fairmount Park and all that shit.
Where you used to go.
Do you know Philly?
I know, not really. I know, the places that are fun.
Oh, okay.
Fishtown, of course.
Yeah. Well,
the water. I know, where all the touristy shit is. The market.
So if you go to the zoo, you know where Philadelphia Zoo is?
No.
All right, no.
I didn't know you had a zoo.
Yeah, what do you think what do you mean we don't have a zoo? Every city has a zoo.
I didn't know that. I don't think Alabama has a zoo.
Alabama definitely got a zoo.
I don't think so.
Do you think that
Montana doesn't have a zoo?
Google this.
I mean, they probably do, but it's not a good zoo.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you think of San Diego Zoo.
Yeah. What do you think they zoo got?
Their zoo's the best.
Is it? What makes a zoo the best zoo?
Polar bears, elephants, tigers.
Everybody got those. Every zoo got those. If you don't have those, you're not considered
rhinoceros. What's the best zoo? Birmingham Zoo. What is that?
Birmingham Zoo.
The Alabama Zoo.
It's not good. Look at it. My backyard's bigger than that fucking place.
They're like, we got 2 elephants.
We got one.
They gay though, so we not getting no babies.
We got a lazy tiger. Yeah, dude, they're doing weddings there. That shit sucks. They got flamingos. Fuck you and a flamingo. Type in the top zoos. I think it's San Diego, the Bronx Zoo. The Bronx Zoo is going to be number 1 or 2. Bronx Zoo is no joke.
I mean, the Bronx is a zoo.
I can't say that.
Why not?
Because it's
white people live in the Bronx too, and they're part of the problem.
That was the joke.
Oh, my
and
bad,
then
my bad.
by not laughing, you made it racist.
Yeah. Shit.
When you don't laugh at a racist joke, it's just racist. Yeah. You needed Edith to go, Archie, Oh. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Thanks, buddy. Yeah. All right, what do we got? What's the number one?
We're going through. There's like an Alaska one that looks like it's
What's
pretty good.
the top 10? I didn't ask you
Yeah,
to go
you got a
through
list of 30.
this motherfucker. He's the worst. The top 10, and giggles too.
I think it's at Oakland Zoo. I think that was the first.
Fucking Oakland Zoo?
Oakland
You're
Zoo.
nuts.
Probably popped.
No, not popping
Yeah.
with guns.
Yeah.
I bet
they all laced.
they killed all the tigers and made jackets out of them.
They just all skinny and emaciated, shivering.
Yeah,
and shit.
dude, there's no way. Top 10. What do we got?
Cincinnati Zoo.
Click the button, stupid. That doesn't tell us any. He's the worst.
Top 10 zoos.
It doesn't
in the
tell.
US.
Don't giggle. Please just give me the top 10.
I used to
zoos.
work at Philadelphia Zoo, and that shit stayed busy.
Give me the top 10. The top 10, you fucking piece of shit.
Top 10 in 2023 at least.
Nah, forget. He can't. He's dumb. He's the dumbest person. What is it?
Alaska, they don't got shit.
You can't. Fuck Alaska.
Yeah.
Bronx Zoo, number 4.
Yeah.
Melbourne,
And they didn't
Florida.
even get off
Wow.
the train.
Bronx Zoo, Brooklyn Field Zoo, Chicago. Philly ain't even on this.
What are you talking about? Philly is 16.
Dude, 16 ain't the top 10.
I know, but New York ain't even in the top 10, and
What?
Philly is above
Bronx,
New York.
Bronx is 4.
Yeah, but Bronx is separate. Y'all got too many zoos.
Nah, dude.
Y'all got the Bronx Zoo. Then y'all got Central Park.
No,
right?
stop. Bronx Zoo is done. Central Park is just an amusement thing.
Oh.
The Bronx Zoo is the zoo of New York.
Is it?
Dude, it's the Bronx fucking zoo, man. It's the number one.
I never went to
San
the
Diego
Bronx
Zoo, number one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And San Diego Zoo's no joke, dude.
Okay. I'll go.
Because of the weather, the Bronx Zoo, half their shit gets cold in the winter and they gotta fucking tuck it away.
Or they put North Faces on them. The jacket.
I got it.
Okay. all
You didn't laugh at mine, so I wasn't gonna laugh at yours. Well, even now, so we can start fresh.
right.
How long you been married, man?
I've been married 5 years.
Really?
Yeah.
How's it going with
It's
everything?
going good, but that childhood trauma do come up.
It comes up
Yeah, hell yeah.
in the relationship, right?
Because it's my wife comes from a completely different background. She got 2 parents. They love each other. They spent time with her and their kids and stuff like that. And that's complete opposite of my
Right.
upbringing. Like,
So-
even my bad, no
right.
homo. Like even my mom, my wife sees my family's relationships and she's like, yo, how can a mom talk to their daughter like that? So like we grew up in this fucking
So you're friends with your mom now?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
She all right?
My mom's cool. What do you mean? Like, is she all right?
Is
She's
she okay?
clean. She
She's
got a life
clean? Oh,
together.
good.
She got her own apartment. We
That's
just
great.
don't have that mother-son relationship.
Because you never had it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's weird because I was a mama's boy, but then looking back, I was like, that's dumb. It was dumb for me to be a mama's boy because I would only see my mom like 3 days out of a month. So
Because
then the rest of the time, I'm just sitting,
Alone. Yeah, alone.
yeah.
Because you wanted your mom.
Yeah.
That's why you were mama's boy.
And then at 16, I was like, I'll never have her. She'll never be my mom in the way that I desire. And I was just like, yeah.
Yeah. I said that. I've said this a bunch of times. Me and my mom used to fight all the time until one day she just whispered in the phone. She goes, Bobby, when do you realize I'm never going to change? And I was like, oh, shit. I was like, I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm never. You're right. I got to go change.
Yeah.
You're right. So we got along ever since.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
And that's the best because then it's like, I don't, for a while I was faking the funk. I'll get Mother's Day cards and all these celebrations. But I'm like, those are for you. They're not really for me. Right? Because if you do something for your mom on Mother's Day, it's to be like, yo, this is how I express my love. But I was just more so doing it because I'm like, it's Mother's Day. I don't want you to feel left out or feel bad. So I was doing all these things to kind of make sure she didn't feel like she was missing out on the mother experience.
Yeah. So you're bringing your childhood into this relationship with your wife.
Yeah. Well, no, because, me and my wife were cool.
So you hit her. Now, is she okay with that?
Elbow dropper and shit.
You can't hit a Colombian chick.
I mean, you can put them in a suplex.
They'll cut your stinker off. They'll grab your stinker in the middle of the night and just snip it off.
I ain't gonna hit my.
You'll wake up be on a keychain.
Yeah. I'm like, babe, where my shit?
No, it's funny because this now you're married, so now you see how a relationship should work.
Yeah.
And you realize, oh, I got all this. I got this stuff.
Yeah.
Money, Money was tough for me at the beginning with my wife because I was like, I was so desperate as a kid. I never had it. So when I started to get it and then I had to share it with this, what the fuck? I got crazy.
Yeah.
And, you know, when we had the kid, I remember my therapist told me, he was like, you don't get a dad. You are the dad.
Yeah.
You don't get parents, dude. You were fucked up. You were out there. You're the parent. Go be the parent. Go do it. And that helped me out a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was always struggling to get the thing I never had. I was always trying to get that.
And you never get it.
You can't.
Yeah.
We missed out.
We missed out. But also, I know it's going to sound corny, but everything you need, you already have. And it's just more of an acceptance.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
Like, I didn't have a mom, but I definitely had people in my life who cared at me at very important times when I needed.
That's what I said.
You know what I mean? And that's,
Yeah.
you know? And that,
When you need it. I had the same thing. I always tell people I had 10 dads.
yeah.
I go through all these.
I mean, but if you tell, that kind of sounds weird. Either your mom
Well-
sound loose.
No. Yeah, they're just banging my mom and leaving. I'm sorry, Mom. She listens. No, but I had, you know, there's my biological dad. I had the fucking evil stepfather,
Yeah.
piece of shit. Then I had the really great stepdad that stepped in there. I had my 5 uncles. I had my sponsor, Dick Marcotte, who was there. I had Ken Lazarus, my Jewish foster father, from 16 to 18, 19, something like that, who stepped in. I had all these dads that were stepped in at these points when I needed them.
Yeah.
And then when I had the kid, I had to go be that dad. So I realized as I'm growing with this kid 10 years now, I took stuff from all those guys. My Uncle Tommy, who's smart. You know what I mean? Funny. He was so funny. My Uncle David, who's tough.
Yeah.
You know, could fight and, you know, kind of man up a little bit and, you know, taught me how to make a bow and arrow. My Uncle Jimmy, who taught me how to show up for work and work hard. My Uncle Sean, who told me how to be social and cool and fun. You know, my Uncle Michael was cool with the women. And, you know, I took all these little things from them
Yeah.
to add to me. And then, you know, Ken Laz taught me how to be emotional. And, you know, he was the first guy to like hug me and tell me he loves me. And I was like, well, you know, I was like, what are you, gay? You know that?
He's like, oh, get off me.
Dude, emotions for me, man. Would, you know, I remember when I cut my emotions off when I was 13 and I got the shit kicked out of me by these guys. It was like 4 men beat the shit out of me and my friend Frankie at like midnight in the projects in Somerville. We're trying to get weed. And we bought it from them, and then they followed us up there, and they were like, yo, give us some weed. And we said no. And they kicked the fuck out of us.
I'm like, I just bought it from you.
Yeah. And I remember we were walking away, I'm blood head to toe. Frankie's bleeding internally in his kidney or some shit. And,
Damn.
but I was like, man, I was so happy
Why?
because I didn't cry.
Yeah.
was the
Isn't that fucked up, though?
Yeah.
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 Because that's like a part of being a man, like getting hurt and not letting it out, not letting the world see it.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's part of being a man is being able to feel an emotion and let it out.
See, but I didn't grow up that way because, like,
I didn't either.
Yeah.
That's why it was such a badge of honor to me. I remember saying, Frankie, I didn't cry. And he's like, what? And I'm like, I didn't cry, dude. I'm blood head to toe.
Yeah.
I didn't cry. He's like, good for you, kid.
Yeah.
Like he was like proud of me.
like, yeah, you can take an ass
I
whooping.
could take an ass whooping. It was my first ass whooping I took without fucking crying like a baby. And it was an ass whooping.
Yeah.
And I was so proud of myself. And it took me, I'm still undoing that. I'm still undoing that shit. You know?
Yeah.
So it sucks.
Yeah.
That sucks that we chopped that part of us. Did you ever have that thing where you killed that inside yourself?
Yeah, man. Countless times. And the thing is, like, being married, you have to dig that part up again. Because I would see that. I would be like, my wife would do something or she'd be happy about something. And then I'd just be like, all right, cool. And she'd be like, you don't seem excited. And I'm like, I don't get that. emotion. I only got like anger and jokes.
Yeah, I got the same. I said all the time.
That's it.
I got first gear, what's up?
Yeah.
And then sixth. I'll murder you, fucking you dead.
That's it.
Yeah.
So I had to learn how to operate in that middle gear, but I went through something similar where I got jumped by my 2 foster dads.
What?
They beat the shit out of me.
Why?
Because they were being assholes. They were being assholes, and I always talked back. I didn't care how big you were. Because in group homes, you know this in group homes, staff are allowed to put their hands on
Yep.
you in certain ways, like they can restrain you and stuff.
Yep.
So when you grow up tussling with adults and like slipping out the chicken wing, and
Just use the word tussle.
tussle.
One of my favorite words, and I haven't used it in 9 years.
Yo.
I haven't. I'm so glad you brought tussle.
Because that's what it was. I
I
did
love
lot
a
of
nice
tussling.
tussle. I
Yeah,
did
just a lot of fucking just moving. You're going.
A tussle's not a fight. It's
No. And so you're just moving your bodies around and it's like 2 bears just pushing each other.
yeah.
Yeah. And I had to do that.
Tussling.
Yeah. So I wasn't afraid of men.
Yeah.
And at a very young age, like I wasn't afraid of authority, and I would always talk back and say things like, man, get the fuck out of here. Like, you know Mike Vecchione's joke
Yeah.
where he talks about like, I'll stab you. I was that kid once upon a time where I'm talking to grown men. I'm threatening grown-ass men as if they can't hurt me.
Yeah.
And some people retaliated.
Your 2 uncles beat the shit out of
Beat
you.
the shit out of me.
Wow.
And
How'd that feel?
Yeah. I mean, I didn't cry.
What's up?
That's it. That's it. They beat my ass, but I did not cry.
God
Yeah.
damn it, dude. Here's the problem with I'm going to tell you this. When you open up those floodgates, which I have,
Yeah.
I'm fucked.
What you mean, crying?
I cry at everything. Dude, I cry.
I be trying to.
I cry, dude, when you have the kid.
Yeah.
When the kid comes, and my kid don't have emotions he has emotions like his mom.
Mm-hmm.
She don't, you know what I mean? Like we're at the movies, at this stupid movie, this cartoon, and the mom gets cancer in the front, and then she has
In
to
the
go
beginning of the
in
movie?
the beginning.
That's fine.
I'm like fucking. I'm like, why is mom get? And my son's like, Dad, you gotta stop. And he's literally covering my eyes. He's like, you can't watch this part. You can't. I'm like, but Max, the mom's gotta go. And I'm like, and he's like, all right, Dad, relax. He's like,
Yo, that makes me want a kid. That makes me want a kid. I'm like, all right, I have somebody. That's cool.
oh, dude.
Yeah, because most
Yeah.
people make being a father seem like it's just like this thing you just can't sleep. You're always in this mode of protect and teaching and shit. But you're like, nah, this seems fun. Crying in a movie and your son is like, stop being a bitch, man.
Yeah, man. I was crying in my hamburger.
Yeah.
But I mean, every time there's him and my wife, every time there's a part of a show or a movie where it's that thing, they both like look at me.
Yeah.
I can feel them looking at me. They're like, "Come on, bitch. Come on, bitch.
Like, come on,
Where's
we
those
see
tears?"
it coming out. You know you want to cry.
But you don't know my childhood.
Dude,
Yeah, I
would
mean,
love to cry.
dude, you will. I'm telling you,
Can't wait.
you will. When you have that kid, and that kid's
I can't. I feel like this interaction makes me feel like I'm gonna have a kid
yeah.
by like next year.
I'm telling you, people who think it's the best thing I ever did. But like I said, I lived 2 lives.
Man.
You know, that part of me that was like, I gotta make it. I gotta be the next motherfucker. I gotta play this and I gotta do that. And I'm the shit.
That's gone.
It's gone. It's different now.
What's the difference?
The difference now is I have to put a lot of time over here into this. Before, all my time was over here on this shit. This stuff right here. I gotta go. I'll be back. I gotta leave. I would leave for weeks and months. And my wife was like, okay.
Yeah.
I just went. Now it's like I want to go home.
Yeah.
I can't wait to go home. I'll go home tonight. My kid will probably be in the bed. I'll jump in. He'll roll over and fucking give me a hug, and I'll tell him, how was your night? And we chat now. We chat like fucking dudes.
Dude,
I wake up in the morning. We watch fucking stupid YouTube channels together, and then he gets up and gets ready. Yeah, I mean, look, it sucks.
Nah, that sounds dope. I mean, it don't sound like it sucks. It sounds
It
fun.
don't suck. It's hard.
Yeah.
I say that, man. It's easy to be a parent. It's hard to be a good one
Yeah.
because like today, like because I have all my shit. So when he does something disrespectful, that's 6 guy. You don't fucking, who do you know? That comes out.
You do that though, or you do a version of that?
I do a version of it. It ain't
Okay.
like I would do it to you if I had to
Yeah.
fight you just to scare you out of it because you're a fucking big ass motherfucker. But it's a version of that. But he actually told me. He actually said, "Hey man, you don't need to yell like that."
Wow.
And I was like, "What?" He's like, "Dad, I get it. I screwed up. I messed up. I shouldn't have said that. But you don't need to get crazy." I'm like, "All right, I'm cool with that."
Yo.
So
That's a mature kid right there.
it's a mature kid.
Are you going to have another one? Or you done?
No, her vag is done. Yeah. I ain't risking that shit. I love my son. I ain't risking the brother that we all have to take care of. You know what I mean? Where'd you leave your brother? I left him up. He's in a. Go get him. Fuck.
Is this a bit?
No,
You
it
got to
should've-
bring this. Yeah,
yeah.
that shit is funny.
I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want. I look. God bless that kid, but I don't want to have to run a marathon every year. Fuck. Yeah, and then I'm gone. Then nobody pushes him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Write that down and send it to me.
That's funny.
Yeah. Well, listen, you got some interesting shit going on.
Let's go
man.
through it.
Dude, this is nuts to me. You shot a special in Kenya.
Well, yeah, it wasn't supposed. So I went to Kenya, and then they were like, "Yo, I went to Kenya to
Why?
Because I just like doing comedy and doing the road, right? And my
That's
agent
not the-
always send me. That's the road.
That's not the road.
Yo, it's better than going in some fucking sticks in America that I'm always going to.
That's the motherland.
Yo, I loved it.
Okay, so tell me, because I've never been. I think of Kenya.
Mm-hmm.
I think of coming to America, like Wakanda. I think of a lot of colorful shit. Maybe a guy with a tiger on his shoulder and a diamond in its mouth.
Yo,
You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
like, I don't think stand-up comedy. I just and
thought
I'm
the same
naive.
thing.
You know,
I was nervous. So when he asked, so what happened was usually
did
what
you have
I
to
do,
fly a plane that where you could see the engine workings and it was smoking the whole way?
yeah.
Wakanda Air.
No, I'm
was it?
telling you, it was that? It wasn't Emirates. What's the Qatar?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me, school me
So
on.
when
on
you think
Kenya.
Africa,
I think
when you think Africa, we think fucking war torn, third war. Everybody's super poor, but there's countries within Africa that are flourishing.
Right.
And Kenya is one of those countries because
Where is it on the map? Bring that
Kenya
up.
is East Africa, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Bring it up.
So it's
I can.
the Boston of Africa.
With less white people, but there's still a lot of white people over there.
Is there white
Oh
people?
my God, yo!
Why do you say it like you hate it?
Because I didn't expect that shit.
Show me
Where
on the
is it?
map, dum dum.
It's East, I believe.
I mean, don't just bring up the map and bring that up. I don't have to go through your finding it,
Is it
please.
West?
It's right here.
All right, bring it up so I can see just it. Joe, can you help him, please? I just want to see the map because I can't see it. I'm old. Wow. Okay, so it's over on the. So it's kind of middle down.
Yeah. So they get. So what I was learning is they get a lot of people from like Somalia and stuff that will migrate over. And
Can you
cause
get rid
problems
of
and shit.
all the shit on the left and just bring up the map of Kenya? Is that possible, Max?
I don't think so.
I mean, it should be because I've done it. Joe, can you please help this maniac, this guy who's been doing my show for a year, bring up just the map of Kenya so I don't have to go through his torturous
Just click.
fucking mouse shit.
He's like this one, this one, this one.
I mean, Max, he looks like he should. It looks like he could literally make a woman in his house with a bra and a computer.
Yeah, and then he can't even fucking use Google.
He's sabotage. He's been trying to sabotage this show.
Yeah, you think he's trying to take it over? Or
No,
he's
he
trying
wants it gone.
Oh.
He wants me to hit him, and then he'll sue me.
That's a smart plan.
But all right, so thank
So-
you.
So I was in.
Still made it small.
Yo,
Okay,
it's so grainy,
It's a 75-inch TV, and we're looking at, and it's grainy.
and it's grainy.
Hang on one second, Max. Look into the camera. Can you see me?
Yeah.
I hate you. Okay. Kenya. So
That don't even look like it
Somalia
says
is-
Somalia. It look like it says salmonella. That's how blurry it is.
Yeah, it's Yemen looks like yummy.
Yeah.
South Sud, what is that? South Sud, what is that?
South Sudan,
Sudan, and then you got Tanzania.
Tanzania. What is
Wow.
that?
So, dude,
Zambia.
so Kenya's right there, dude. Somalia's no joke.
Somalia ain't no joke. So they got security everywhere,
All
right?
right, back up.
Back
2
up.
seconds. I want you to back up.
All right.
Now that we had to go through that fucking map debacle, I just
Okay.
wanted to know where it was. So, who invites you to Kenya?
So it was a guy named Eric. I posted on Instagram. I'm like, yo, putting some road dates together. Where should I come? And then he was like, yo, come to Kenya. And I was like, what? I'm like, and I just liked the message. And I was like, sure. Like, you know, just entertaining shit. And then he slid in my DMs. It was like, yo, I'm serious. Like, we would love to have you. We do this thing. I'm putting together this show called Distant Relatives, where I bring black comedians from across the world to Kenya. So he had like comics from South Africa. Well, I was the only American comic, but he had them from like other parts of
Right.
Africa and stuff
Yeah.
like that. And he sent me a deck and all these things, and like we talked on the phone, and I was like, all right, I'll do it. But I was still scared.
Yeah.
Right? Because I'm Googling it. I'm like, what the fuck does Kenya look like? You know? And so he books the tickets. He puts us up. We fly over there, and from the moment we land, it's nothing that I expected. Like I expected dirt roads, fucking
You had a
people
Muhammad
no
Ali-
shoes on and shit. Like Ali, boom, like
You had-
all of that shit.
You had a Muhammad Ali moment.
Yeah. I thought it was gonna be this desolate, war-torn place. Nah. People drive nice cars. We went out to nice restaurants.
Was
we
there
went
was
bowling.
there that?
Huh?
Was there that dirt road shit?
Nah, because China came through and fucking yeah, China invested in Africa, right?
China owns Africa.
I mean, I said that on stage and it was like boo, like everybody got mad because yeah.
Do they? I mean, I don't know. I thought
I mean, China, you know, China, they working their way. They figured it
China's. I'm telling you, man,
out. Yeah.
it's a rap, and people don't know.
I mean, but isn't that what America do? So
No,
Africa-
we did do that.
yeah.
And then we got called fucking colonists.
And then China's doing that shit now.
And China don't give a fuck.
They don't give a shit. They're
No.
like, yeah. they're
And
like,
nobody
yo.
fucks with China because it's racist.
And there's a lot of them, and you can't tell who you mad at. You're like, you. Nah, you.
Oh, you talking about China?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Right back at you. We did a double racist.
Yeah. So they got nice houses. They got nice roads.
Beautiful, yeah.
Beautiful homes.
And the people?
And the people were nice, too.
Are they just the sweetest people in the world, or
I mean,
are there dangerous places? Like,
yeah, I think every place has dangerous
Yeah.
places. Yeah, there's definitely neighborhoods where we were going through, and he was like, roll that window up.
oh
Like
really?
we be in the car, and like, you know, you don't know me, but I'm very like, I'm like head out the window, like, oh. And he's like, roll that up. He was like, they will snatch your phone out the car.
Really?
Yeah.
I've
if
seen
they
vid-
see
I've seen
you
videos
on
of
your
that.
phone and shit, somebody just go like that.
I've seen videos of that.
Yeah.
In the traffic, and the guy just walking, and they're looking, and they try to reach in and just grab your phone, and then they're gone.
Yeah, they fucking.
Were there markets and stuff like that?
Yeah, we went to. You mean like open air markets where they're selling shit on the
Sure.
thing? Yeah, but we got teased for going there because we like, you know, we with the locals and we're like, yo, we would love to see the market. And it was like, yo, we shop at malls. We don't do this no more. And he's right, because the shit, like, there's Adidas stores. You can go to a mall
China
and get
fucked you
nice
guys up.
shit. And then I'm like, no, let me buy some of this shit off a blanket. Let me go get some more shit trinkets.
This guy's like, yo, you guys want to get Rolexes and A-Dogs, or you want to get a monkey head necklace?
I'm like, monkey head necklace, please.
Yo, let me get a hippopotamus ashtray for my mom. I really talked to her, but whatever.
Yeah.
And let me get a monkey head necklace. Let me get 2 of those. And let me get, what is that, alligator belt? Let me get that.
Absolutely.
Really?
Yo.
I'd be the same way.
Dude.
Fuck Adidas.
Fuck it.
I'd rather get a monkey head belt.
I wish they had monkey head belts, though. They didn't have monkey head belts. They had like shit that you would find here.
Like what?
Just little clay figurines that somebody. They didn't even
Like a
handmade. They're like mass produced because it'll have like made in China on the bottom, and they're haggling with you.
Is it made in China?
It'll say made in China. It'll be like an ashtray, but it'll be like painted African colors and shit like that.
China's-
right, and then it'll be like
China-
made in China. You're like,
China, man, I'm telling you. I mean, all right, forget China.
But I said that on stage. My
Hoo-yah!
first night there, I was like, "Oh, I'm happy to be in Africa," or this after the Chinese get to it, formerly known as Africa, and they're like, "Boo!" They got mad and shit because
What
like,
did you get scared?
hell no,
Why?
I don't know. I like that shit.
Yeah, you like that shit. Why?
Yeah, I don't know that combativeness on stage
In Africa,
anywhere,
somebody could just throw a tiger in your face.
dude. Nah, they are well behaved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the hotel like?
So we stayed at this place called the Abyss. It was a tiny hotel, but it had a luxury restaurant on top.
Good scratch.
Huh?
Good money.
Yeah.
It was good money.
Yeah.
And they flew you.
They
nice
flew
plane?
me out, and then I flew my wife out, and then all I had to do was pay for the hotel. And he was gracious because he took I had to do like a photo shoot with the other people.
Yeah.
So he took me, and there was another comic named Dumiso. He brought his wife too. So he was like, "Yo, we'll just take your ladies out to the wherever they want to go. We'll take them shopping and stuff." And I looked at my wife. I'm like, "Yo, you ain't going nowhere." Right? And but by like day 2, she was like, "No, I'm fine," because they gave her own driver. And
What?
Yeah. They gave her her own
man,
driver and
see.
everything. So like we got treated really good.
Does
man.
your girl look like Spanish?
It's Spanish as fuck.
Yeah. See, my chick looks like a Polak from Boston. They'd snatch. I'd be too nervous. They'd take her. They'd make her a belt. Yo, we got a white girl Polak belt. We made her kneecaps into ashtrays.
Dude,
And
nah.
we made her coochie and
They'll wife her up. So many white women over there.
Really?
There's so many white
Like
women
white-
over
white
there.
women?
White.
What?
And not even American white, like European white. You know? Like I seen so many couples, just mixed race couples I would see. At one point, we were just sitting in our hotel, me and my wife, we went down to breakfast and we just got done eating and we just sat back and just like watched people. We seen like a black dude with an Indian wife and their kid, and then, you know what I mean? You got white men with...
Nobody gives a fuck.
And no one gave a shit.
Nobody cares in Africa.
Yeah, no one cares.
Yeah.
And that was great.
Can I be honest with you?
No one cares here. They shouldn't care.
Nobody cares. Listen, all this stuff going on with black and white and blah, blah, blah. Nobody gives a shit.
See, that's racist. Blah, blah, blah. Those people are called other.
I call them blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah, blah.
Well, and nobody gives a shit.
No.
Nobody cares.
We're all the same, dog.
No, we're all the same now.
We've been the same.
Right, but they fucked it up. Whoever the fuck that was, that bullshit. But now it's like, dude, just let's,
Yeah.
just keep your music down.
Oh, okay.
You guys stop playing your corny music. Stop looking at me when my
Don't play your speaker on the train.
Yeah.
Put on headphones. I
Yeah.
see where you going.
Stop looking at my cousin weird because he came in the neighborhood. He's my relative. Stop. White people stink. We stink. You stink. We all suck.
We all suck.
We all suck.
Yeah.
And China's gonna buy America someday.
They will.
Can I tell you some? We know some fun facts about Kenya.
What's up?
Did you go on a safari?
Mm-hmm.
You did.
Hell yeah. I went on we went to
Talk about a zoo.
It's better than the zoo. We were scared as shit. We were sleeping in it's like glamping, like big tents with bathrooms and shit in it. And it was a big tent, 2 beds in it, and a bathroom, and they give you hot water. They go, yo, ring your little bell, and then we'll come bring the hot water and we'll pour it in your bucket, and then you can take a shower. Right? But at night, you had to lock your tent because the monkeys will get in and unzip your shit and fuck your shit up. And I thought they was lying until we heard a monkey, but the thing start like pulling the lock.
Jeez.
Yeah, they lock you in your tent.
were
And you
trying-
have to ring a bell for them to come get you out.
Monkeys are no joke.
Monkeys are no joke.
People think monkeys are cute, but they'll throw shit at you. They'll take your phone. They'll
Yeah.
pull your hair. They'll steal your kid.
Yeah.
I saw a monkey take that like whiskey,
What you mean?
spun the cap off and started drinking it.
Oh, shit. And on the internet in real life.
The guy held a fifth of whiskey out on the internet. Monkey grabbed it, went like this with the cap, boom, 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 spinned it out,
That's the
drank it.
coolest monkey ever.
That's a badass.
That's a
drunk
badass monkey, yo.
So were they lying? Like, were you open air?
Open air.
Wow.
I got pictures and stuff. I'll show you afterwards. And videos. Open air. We're in the Mara is just this big conservation. Like you can't touch it, or they can't touch it or nothing. And I was asking, I'm like, but what if like an animal was getting attacked by another animal? They're like, that's just nature. You gotta let that shit run its course. But they can't interfere or anything. We seen a hyena We seen a hyena get jumped by another pack of hyenas for trying to eat a baby hyena. Yeah, and I called it. I was like, because we were chilling in this one spot for like 30 minutes, and I'm like, all right, this don't feel right. There's a hyena over there that just keeps circling us.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, don't worry, asana sana, which means like, just like, oh, don't worry, everything is everything or some shit like that. And I'm like, nah, this motherfucker is like up to something. And like 2 minutes later, all we hear is rah, rah, and we see the little baby hyena run off, and then all these other hyenas just start biting and fucking this one hyena up to the point where it pissed itself, and then it ran off.
Really?
We seen a what is it, a leopard drag a gazelle up in the tree, and you can hear it ripping the meat off and crunching the bones and then throwing the scraps down for his cubs to eat. But we had to wait an hour for that shit.
Who cares?
Yeah, I didn't care.
You saw real life.
Seen real life. We seen lions. We were this close. Where that camera is, we were this close to lions.
Stop.
And I'm like, yo.
In a cage, though, right?
No, they
What?
just laying down.
Okay, aren't they worried that the thing will jump up and get hungry?
I was worried, but the people we were with were like, don't worry. They're not worried about us. And I'm like, they are though. We making so much noise. I got on so much cologne. I smell delicious. It'll probably be like a fruit roll up to them.
I'd be shitting my pants.
Yo, we said it was scary and it was beautiful at the same time, because on the way we had to get back before the sun went completely down. Because,
why?
Because a lot of animals hunt at night. Like lions and stuff hunt at night. And that was the thing. They were like, oh, like during the day they'll sleep, and that's why they're not really like active, and you can like walk up on them.
So
and
let me ask you a question. They're counting on these things to be lazy?
Yeah, absolutely. And that's why they lock you in your tent. Bedtime was 8, right? You ate dinner at 8 o'clock. So yeah, you got back. So it was an all day thing. We woke up at 6 in the morning. Then you have your breakfast, and then they drive you out into the Mara, and then you have lunch out there. No, we had like a tea breakfast at the camp. Then they drive you out, and we have actual breakfast like pancakes and sausage and shit. And that was scary because they set up a table for you in the middle of the Mara, and I just leaned against the truck the whole time. Like I'm leaning against the truck. My wife was like, babe, come. Like,
such a
it's
Philly
fine.
hood.
And I'm like, no, I'm eating my food standing up. I was eating my shit standing up. Like, yeah, looking around. So then you drive around, you see all these animals, and then you come back for lunch. And then you take a break, and then they send you back out there because there's some animals that were probably asleep and stuff like that are now out. So then you go back, you have dinner, and then they drive you back before it gets dark. And when it gets dark, oh, you hear shit. Yeah. You hear it like the monkeys running across the thing. You can hear it like we were near the hyena den. We didn't realize how close we were to the hyena den until we saw them fighting. When we saw them fighting, and then I was like, all right, we got to get out of here. And then we drove. I was like, yo, that's right here.
And you're camped right there.
And we're camped right there.
And you paid to do this.
And I didn't pay. Eric paid. It was a gift.
Was it a gift?
And I know it was expensive.
Dude, how much is that?
It was like $3,000 a night.
Fuck you.
And old people, and I didn't even know it was expensive until me and my wife were the youngest people there, and it was just like all these senior citizens like, yo, we saved up for this. How did you get here? How did you find out?
All these white people?
All these white people.
How could you afford this?
How could you? And they said that. And then I was like, oh, my wife speaks up for me because I'll just be like, oh, I'm just chilling. Like I'll like navigate my way out of it. But she was like, oh, he's here for shows, and they gifted it. Oh, it must be some funny jokes you telling. If this is what they gift you, go ahead, let me hear some jokes. And it just turns into that shit.
Yeah, and then you gotta pray that a fucking lion gets hungry.
Like, ooh, I hope you fucking just get eaten.
Well, that's great that it's all old white people. You know you're getting away.
Yeah.
Not gonna,
I'll push the shit out of an old person.
push the fucking blue head right in front of a lion. But take one bite and be like,
I taste all that Metamucil and medicine.
it tastes like mothballs and pussy. Here's some more fun facts. Ready? Kenya has the world's best long distance runners. Did you?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, of course. We
Yeah,
know.
the guy who brought me over
No
here,
shit.
he was a runner.
Yeah, because
And this motherfucker, he like, yo, I run like 10 miles a day. I'm like, 10?
because they got lions and shit chasing them. Be the fastest motherfuckers too if we had wild animals
We got the
chasing us
cops.
from house to school.
Yeah.
The cops don't chase anybody anymore.
Yeah.
No, they just take beatings from people. I feel bad for the goddamn cops. They used to be the baddest motherfuckers in the world.
And now they getting their ass whooped.
By-
I think that's on purpose. I think we gonna see enough footage of cops getting their ass whooped, and then by 2026 we gonna get all these big beefy cops just punching people in the head for no reason.
I want it back.
No.
Yeah, you do.
No.
When you
I
have
want a balance.
No, you don't. When you have your son
Yeah.
and you want to go to Times Square.
But my son gonna look like the person that beat their ass a couple years
Nah,
ago.
dude, the cops aren't even the Irish white cop that you guys are talking. It's gone. Look at the cops.
Yeah.
They're all black and Spanish. There's no more. There's one Italian that's hanging
Yo,
on.
black cops still do fucked up shit.
Hey, well, that's your fault. Take care of that shit. I don't,
You like, hey, we here.
I don't know. That's ain't my thing. Kenya leads the world's cut flower export. Did you know that?
What's that mean?
Cut flowers. They export flowers.
But flowers grow everywhere, so
They do.
that seems like a scam.
Goddamn China.
They just sending flowers.
Here's this you probably know this one from being there. The great wildebeest migration has no beginning or end point.
I don't know what the fuck that is. I seen a wildebeest. They ugly. There's a lot of them, but I didn't know there was like a great migration.
But it has no beginning or ending point.
Oh.
It just happens. They migrate.
And they didn't go anywhere. I don't know.
Humanity. This is a big one.
Okay.
Humanity.
Humanity.
Do you know what that is?
Everyone.
Started in Kenya.
What?
Why you fight me on this?
Because that don't make it. I know it started in Africa, right? But Kenya?
Yeah. That's where it started. Humanity
I didn't know that.
started in Kenya.
Wow. So Kenya's like the Delaware of Africa. Because it was the first state. And then Africa.
I mean that. Yeah, I mean,
it's
it's a stretch, but it's
It
fine.
is a stretch. I was trying.
Is that crazy?
That is crazy. I don't believe it though.
Why?
I don't know. It just
Just take it.
all right.
Why don't you believe it?
I don't know.
Why? Where do you think it started? In Philly?
No, I know it started in Africa, but I didn't think like
Yeah.
Kenya. But that's cool.
Africa's the birthplace of all of it, dude. That's where we started.
I would have thought Ghana or somewhere like that.
It's Kenya.
Yeah.
It's Kenya.
That's dope.
I don't know how they know that.
I think that's made up.
You think so?
Yeah. I don't think there's no way to really be able to tell
I know. It's
where it
weird.
started. Is that fake? That's fake fact and you
No.
tested me?
No, dude.
Oh.
This is a real fucking fact. You know who else was born in Kenya?
Who?
Come on.
Obama?
Bing, ding,
Bing,
ding,
bing.
ding.
I didn't know I thought he was
Bazinga.
born in Hawaii, but his dad was from Kenya.
What's that?
I thought he was born in like Hawaii. Or something like that. I knew he had a Kenyan descent, but I thought that was because of his
Kenya.
father. I didn't know he was born in Kenya.
Yeah, I mean, that might be a lie because I think that's.
Because he never showed his birth certificate.
I think that Max is setting me up to be canceled.
I think so too.
I think, Max, is that a fact?
Was Obama born in
That's
Kenya?
what Trump says.
Max,
Yeah.
was that a fact?
I mean, he was born in Hawaii, or I think so. I don't know.
Max, I can't in February tell a black guy who was in foster homes who went to Kenya and had a fucking Muhammad Ali moment
No.
that Obama was born in Kenya. You know, I'm going to be attacked. You piece of shit. Where was he born?
Hawaii.
I told you.
He looks like he was born in Kenya. Does that count?
That counts. I get that.
I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry.
No problem, man.
This kid has autism.
You gotta give it back somehow, man.
What's that?
Helping out autistic people.
How how funny? You know, you see in the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Did you give a fuck?
Not that much. Cause it was rigged. Like once I seen them down by 50, what are they, down by 10? And I was listening to the commentators, was like, oh, this is their thing. This is what they always do. I'm like, this is how it's going to end. They're going to win. They're going to have like this miraculous moment and come back.
Dude, there's footage of It's literally 1st and 10.
Mm-hmm.
The guy ran 2 yards. It should have been 2nd and 8,
Yeah.
and they kept it 1st and 10.
Oh shit.
I mean, it's
It's
on
rigged.
it's on the TV.
Yeah. But they're trying to make good television. At this
I
point,
don't-
sports is just wrestling.
Did you see Taylor Swift? As soon as she saw herself on the Trinitron, she grabbed the beer and started chugging
And
it.
start chugging it.
And the other chick,
Start chugging it.
no, the other black chick,
Oh, Ice Spice, what'd she do? She did something with her chain. She lifted her chain up.
she did the devil.
What's the devil?
She did the devils. She went like this with the devils.
I thought this was Rock On. I thought this was like,
no. Rock On is this, and
Rock
it's
On
only
is
done
this?
by white middle-aged men.
oh,
When a crazy fucking black chick does this,
it's the devil shit.
It's the devil, man. She did the devil, and then she did some weird hiding it stuff.
I thought she did this. I thought she was like,
Nah, she did Beelzebub shit.
oh, do you really believe in that though?
I'm telling you right now, Cat Williams has got what? What?
Come on now.
What?
If that
What?
existed, would you sell your soul so your son can have a mansion to live in?
First of all,
Would you, if the Illuminati existed in the entertainment industry?
This is how
and they were
not
like, "Yo,
in the-
Bobby, we want you to put on the dress,
Right.
and your family is taken care of for the rest of your life. What you gonna do, Bobby?"
This is how not in the business I am.
Mm-hmm.
They haven't even thought of coming to me.
You don't feel like you're in the business?
No, I'm joking.
Oh,
Of course I'm in
okay.
the business, but that end of it,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, dude.
I don't believe in.
I don't look, man. I listen. I Sam Triple. You know Sam?
I don't know him personally, but I know
But
what you're
his
talking about.
Instagram just his Twitter. I mean,
Yeah.
I just I eat it up.
Yeah.
He's so funny and he's so confident with all this shit.
Mhm.
And of course, I listen to some podcasts and people say shit, but something's going on, dude.
Yeah,
Something's
but I don't
going on
know if
because
it's a-
stars
Go ahead.
stars are starting to turn on each other. People are starting to say shit. Oh, okay, Jamie Foxx just gets sick and we don't know.
Yeah.
What happened to Jamie Foxx?
He got sick.
What of?
Probably drugs.
Fuck that.
You don't think
Fuck
drugs?
that. Dude.
You don't think celebrities may have go on these benders and then
Where is he?
Jamie Foxx is home?
Is he back?
Yeah.
Is he
I
fine?
follow him on Instagram.
You sure it's Jamie Foxx?
I think so. It may be a deep fake. It may be AI. Hold
Like,
on. I think I follow Jamie Foxx.
I'm telling you right now, all the stuff going on with P. Diddy.
Oh,
What?
yeah, but I don't know if that ain't the devil. That's just Diddy. You can't blame that on the devil. That's just
I love
Diddy.
I love that you're sticking up for the devil. You're like,
Because we giving the devil too much credit.
what do you believe in God?
Yeah.
You do.
I
do
believe,
too.
but I don't believe in God in the sense of like heaven
Right.
and hell. I believe in God as a creator, and he gives you
Sure.
free will and stuff like that.
yeah.
And I'm saying he, but I don't believe it's a gender thing.
okay, fine.
Yeah.
And I hate people go, how do you know it's a he? Just shut up.
I don't
I
even
hate-
care if it's a he.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
It's my God,
Mm-hmm.
and I visualize whatever it is, and I don't even see what it is. But I'm so sad that people don't believe in something.
Yeah.
People just believe in fame
Mm-hmm.
and willpower.
Yeah.
And and it's like, that's fine, but you're gonna get somewhere where you're gonna need something.
When did you become religious? Was it in group homes?
I've been religious my whole life, but when I got sober is when I found, because AA is it's a
It's a cult.
what?
Huh?
No, it's not a cult.
It's not a cult.
I mean-
AA's not a cult.
Here's why it's not a cult.
Why? Because they make you replace your worship of drugs and alcohol with Jesus.
No. Jesus has nothing to do with AA.
Oh.
If
So why is everybody who leaves AA so religious?
it's whatever you. The reason why AA works,
Mm-hmm.
and it's worked forever. They don't promote it. You're not supposed to talk about it. They
It's
don't.
like Fight Club.
Well, it's just they call it attraction rather than promotion.
Okay.
Look, I'm here for me.
Yeah.
If you want to have what I have, I can show you what I do, but I ain't giving it to you. You got to get it. Number two, it's a God of your understandings. Whatever the fuck you want to believe in, whatever. You want a Jewish God, Catholic God, you want Allah, you want a light bulb, you want whatever you want to believe in, you can believe in, but you have to believe in something other than yourself.
Yes.
You can't be like, I got it, because you don't, because you haven't. So it's kind of, I think what it is, I look at religion not as religion, but as a positive perspective on life. So I believe, like, every religion is that. It's just, hey, man, don't fuck your neighbor's wife.
Yeah.
Hey, don't hurt anybody. Help people. Love people. Care for people. Try not to be mean to people. Do for others. That's all every religion at its base is trying to do. And then,
But then why do religions have we have religious wars and they have soldiers and shit like that. So to me,
yeah,
that was what makes me get off religion. When I was younger, it just felt like
I hear
this
ya.
cult thing. And I'm like, yo, they're telling you that church is in your heart. So why do I have to come here
You don't.
and give you money and be around
You
these
don't.
people who judge me and all that stuff?
You don't. You don't. You can have it at your house.
Yeah.
It's a spiritual state of mind that you get into. I know guys that, don't believe in any religion. Most of the people I know don't believe
That's
in
new,
a
though.
religion.
That's like a lot. That's a lot of people are like that now.
Yeah, but I believe you still need some type of spirituality, because if you're the motherfucker, then you're God, then I'm out.
I mean,
I'm not God.
but you're God. You have the ability to create.
I fart.
You have the ability to destroy.
I fart at in uncomfortable situations. I'm pretty sure God doesn't do that.
I'm pretty sure God. That's why the nigga wear the dress.
Don't
so he
call-
can do. Sorry,
please don't
my God is a nigga. I can call God a nigga.
Listen, I'm not gonna fight that. But I'm pretty sure your God, unless your God is like DMX.
Hey, yo, what you need?
What you need?
I'm here for you, dog.
I don't. You know what I'm saying? I think, and I don't care. Here's the thing: people are like, well, I don't believe it. I don't care. That's great, man. Do not believe in any belief. That's a belief.
Yeah.
You don't believe, that's your belief.
Yeah.
So do that. I hate people who think religion, because most people that go to religion are just looking for something positive to be a part of.
Yeah.
That's it.
But did you grow up in churches?
I grew up in Catholic church, Irish Catholic.
All right. See, I didn't grow up in Catholic. I went to Catholic camp, and that shit was scary.
Yeah, that's terrifying.
Yeah, but I grew up. I grew up in churches, and it's not what you say. It wasn't like that.
Yeah.
it was.
I
It was a
agree.
lot of looking down and talking about people and judgment and stuff. And I'm like,
Yeah, I
and
don't-
people came to do that because feeling godly made them feel like they were better than everyone else.
Yeah, no, I hear
Feeling
you.
blessed and highly favored and all that shit.
Yeah, that's
you know?
not the religion.
Mm-hmm.
If you like, the reason why I like AA too is because it's really trying to let go of your ego.
Mm-hmm.
That's a main part of it. And there's like these steps that you take where it's like, okay, admit that you need help. Number one, and then admit what the problem is, and then let go.
Yeah.
And then go through all the stuff that you got and put it down, and then go tell somebody that shit, so you're not burdened,
Yeah.
right? And then you got to go and figure out your little things that you do, that you continue to do, that you don't want to let go of, and try to let go of those. Just try, ask for help, whatever it is. Try to let go of those things, and then you know what? When you fuck up, admit it, and just go say sorry.
Yeah.
Just admit it. I fucked up. Just at the end of the day, I got to take care of this.
Yeah.
Because relationships with people are the thing that fucks all of us up. It's that relationship with somebody that you said something, or they said something, or you did something, and now you have it here, and you resentment and justified anger, and then you take it with you, and then that goes over to here, and then that person has something from them, that really, and then once you say, hey, I fucked up, I'm sorry, blah, 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 it's gone. And you can have a peaceful day, a serene day.
Yeah.
And then it's give it to help somebody else, and try to do all these things is what that program is. And you don't have to be it. You don't have to spend money on it. They don't give a fuck if you show up.
Well, AA is free.
AA is 100% free.
So the sponsors don't get paid?
Nobody gets paid.
That sucks.
All that. I thought I had you.
No.
All that.
I lived with foster parents that were in AA. They still did that shit. They still smoke and drank. I think they were just going to check in.
That's called L.A. sober. That's L.A. sober. Where they, no,
Yeah.
I don't drink, but I'm
Yeah.
smoking fucking
I'm
weed
smoking
and doing
weed.
Adderall and fucking killing it. All right, dude. I can't believe it was a great episode, dude.
I'm having a good time.
Yeah, I had a great time. This is fucking great. We got questions from the fans we're going to do on Patreon.
Okay, let's go.
But before we go to Patreon, and that's going to be, if you want to go to Patreon, we're going to be asking questions from the Patreon. If you want to see that part of it, just go to patreon.com/Robert Kelly and join up. Help support the show. And you can ask questions and they'll be asked on the show, and you can see the episode right now live. They're in there. But you have a special
Yes.
and you shot it there.
Yep. Shot it in Kenya.
How did you went there? Did you go back or did you shoot it when you were there?
No, so what happened was when I got to the show, they were like, "Yo, we filmed the show so the comics can have clips," and they were planning on trying to sell it on their end, like sell the distant relative show.
So they were
on their
going to
end.
sell you jokes.
Pretty much.
Oof.
Yeah.
And you can't do nothing about that
Yeah.
because they got a bunch of fake Louis Vuittons and they got Gucci and right. And they got monkey belts, and they'll sell your stupid fucking.
Yeah, I'll probably see my special on a blanket the next time I go there next to some monkey heads.
I'm
and
gonna
shit.
buy your shit in Times Square next to a Louis Vuitton belt.
So I asked the guy, like a year had passed, and like I was just sitting there, and I wanted to start building my YouTube. So I was like, "Hey, do you have that footage from the show?" And he's like, "Yeah." So he sent me it, and then I sent it to Keith, and I was like, "Can I do anything with this?" He's like,
Who's
"Yeah."
Keith?
Keith Robinson. My
Who's
bad.
that?
I only call Keith.
Who is it? Who's that?
You know who fuck Keith Robinson is?
Keith Robin. Oh, Comedy Express Keith?
No, the Keith from This Christmas, the singer. Wait, you didn't know there's two Keith Robinsons?
I didn't know that.
Oh.
No, is it the one with the double strokes that annoys everybody and says
Yeah.
God
Two
damn it.
Strokey Robinson.
Strokey Robinson?
Yeah.
If he doesn't call a special that, I'll kill him.
He's not going to call it special that.
What's he calling
But he
it?
does the Strokey Robinson joke in it.
He does?
Yeah. Am I allowed to spoil it, though? And tell you the name of his special?
Yeah, he's 60-something.
Yeah, I think it's called, like, I don't want to say
Don't
it.
say it.
Yeah. well,
Don't say it. Here's the thing. I think that special, I was at the taping.
It was great.
He's probably going to win something for that.
He better, and if he don't, they racist.
See, I can't. I hate.
And come on, it's so easy to do it.
I know, but
It's so easy to bring up race when you don't get what you want.
It never used to work on us. It frightens me every time I hear it now.
Yeah.
You're racist. I'm like,
You're like, what'd I do? I let the black guy in before me.
So, all right. So this guy, you have Keith sees it.
So Keith sees it, and then I'm like, oh, I think, what should I do with it? He's like, put it out, dummy. It's a 20-minute special. You're in Africa, and you're doing your material in Africa. So
Yeah.
I was like, all right. So I sent it back to him, and I asked him if they can, like, add some effects and stuff and make it look better. And they did a really good job.
What'd they do? They
Man, did you seen it at all? The camera quality is good.
No, okay, is it up?
The sound quality, it's on YouTube.
Let me see it. Bring it
Yeah,
up.
but don't watch it with me here.
No, I hate, dude. I can't work
Yeah.
with myself at all.
Yeah.
My last special, Killbox, I was so fat, and clubs will use his clips of it. I'm like, please,
You'd be like, come on, man.
please don't do it. It just makes me want to cry.
No.
I was such a tub of shit.
But you did that in 2022, though,
Yeah, so,
right?
Yeah, 2020.
That's the Louis. The one that was on Louis' side.
Louis produced it. Louis and Leah produced it, and he directed it and put it on his site. Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
It was great, but so they added effects. Why would you
Well,
have to
not
send it back
effects,
to
but
Africa?
just-
But it was effects from the 80s.
No, it's just they
those, like
they had to color correct it. That's what I mean by effects. They had to like
You
color
can do that
correct
here,
it and
though.
stuff.
I
I don't know how to color correct. I only know how to like.
All right,
chop
make
up.
it, dude.
Make it bright
if
or
I-
something.
Watch it.
If I have,
No, don't watch
We're
it.
gonna watch the beginning of it. I want to see the beginning. I don't know why he bring it. This is why I hate you, Max.
I thought you
It's
just wanted to
just
look at it.
make it the biggest ever. Why would I want to see fucking Apple Pro glasses?
Yo,
right,
I'm
wait a
getting
minute.
those. I know you a techie too. So this
Wait a
is the host of the show.
I know you got to brighten it up because I can't even see this guy, and I'm not trying to be racist.
Nah, he's,
I
yeah.
can't even see
He's
it.
a- yeah.
I thought I didn't know what that was.
You can't say that. You can't say I don't know what that is.
Let's show some love to the one and only. all the
Stop.
way
Stop.
from the
Stop.
United-
Stop.
I thought that was dope. I had to leave that in there.
Dude, this is so.
It was the most African. I had to start it off with
Yeah.
Africa.
It's like here's the thing with white people.
What?
We only like one or two colors. Mexican and Africans love them all.
Yeah.
It really is. It's
Wait,
just
you think that shirt is too colorful?
that no, it's very colorful. I like it.
It's
I
only like
it.
3 colors.
That's not 3 colors. That's
Yo,
all the
it's-
colors in the planet.
Let's see. It's black.
That's a
it's
whole Crayola
yellow.
box.
It's red.
Blue.
And there's blue.
White.
4. Where's the
red.
white?
Red.
I said red.
Okay, red, yellow.
I said yellow.
Okay,
Black, blue.
black, blue, and there's a different type of orange. There's an orange.
No.
Yeah, that's orange. It's not the same yellow. That's
There's
an
pink.
orange.
Where are you looking?
The stripes, the V stripes, that's orange.
That's not red?
No, it's red and then orange. And
Yo,
then the
black
little
people,
stripes
we
go-
not afraid of color.
I know you guys are awesome. I love it.
Yeah. Y'all can do it too.
My point. No, we can't wear.
Yo, you can't wear that dashiki thingy?
Dude, I would look like a jackass if I wore that.
What about like a Boston themed dashiki?
What would that be? Like a Celtics?
Yeah, like a big Celtic jersey.
Is that what that's called? The dashiki?
Yeah. I don't know if that's a dashiki.
What is a dashiki?
But like a dashiki is just a shirt.
A shirt that goes long.
Yeah.
Do you have one?
No.
You didn't get a dashiki?
I got a shuka.
What's a shuka?
It's a blanket. They gave it to me in the Mara.
Why didn't you get a dashiki?
I don't know. I wanted one.
Look at that.
Look at that shit. You telling me? Look at the white guy in the dashiki.
Where?
Right there, the light skinned dude.
That's a South African white guy, though.
That's not. I
That's
think he's from
that is nope. That's,
Cleveland. I think he's Cleveland white.
actually, he opened for me at the Hilarities. You're right. He's being cultural. Now,
Yeah.
if I wore that, I would, they would call me, Dolce would call me culturally inappropriate or some shit.
I think she'll get mad that you
She'd get mad.
fucked up her name. You called her
Dol-
Dolce, like Dolce and Cabana.
What is it?
It's Dulce.
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 Sorry. Dulce.
Yeah.
You-
I think I'm fucking
You know,
it up. You made me
Yamini.
fucking it up.
You're fucking it up.
Yeah.
We're both fucking it up. It's too exotic.
Yeah.
All right, let's play this. This guy's, can you brighten it up a little bit, or is that as bright as it gets?
That's
Yeah, I
right.
think you gotta turn it off now. You like this guy.
Nah.
Damn.
Monroe Martin the third.
I love that.
Thank you.
Love the music.
That was Menu and Heart.
No,
What happened to be here is the culture shock, yo.
I got to
I've
watch.
never been to a show where they start off with the national anthem.
Who's that? DJ?
Yeah, they had a DJ on the
I
stage.
didn't even know the national
You don't like
anthem
DJs on
was
stage?
Pause.
fucking Death Star was coming.
No.
You don't like DJs on
Sit
stage?
down, fuckface. Stop hamming up. Sit down. Why is he lit up? Put that sucker in the dark. I want to look at you.
Well, it's not my special. I took the footage and I made it a special.
Okay.
But I didn't go over there with the intent of filming the special.
All right, let me watch the. I want to see it with the next camera view. Look at him. Look at him.
That
Stand
shit
him.
sound like Star Wars music. Like,
Look at that.
Everybody's like, get up, Darth Vader is coming. Didn't expect this many white people to be here. Y'all didn't learn y'all lesson the first time? The fuck? I would have just stuck to the Google reviews and the history books. I didn't expect this shit. I thought I was gonna see like flies and hungry kids standing everywhere.
And listen, they're like, boo.
There's none of that shit. I'm fucking angry.
See, I like
Well,
being
like, what
combative
it
on
did
stage.
That caught me off guard is like when you get to the airport, y'all got them big ass storks and shit, whatever they are. You know what I'm talking about? Them big fucking birds that just watch cars go by. So they can snatch black babies and bring them to celebrities in America.
Stop. Pause. Pause. Look at that crowd. Listen,
Look at it. Look at all the white people. Look.
There's 5. Relax.
No. And watch, they're going to show another angle.
First of all, I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5
that's a lot of white people.
in Africa. Yes, it is.
It should be like 3 for the entire country.
It's like a Pearl Jam concert.
Yo.
Dude, that you wrote that there. That
Yeah.
that's great.
Yeah.
I mean, you made a little mini African special.
I tried.
No, that's great.
I'm trying to figure it out.
It's a great joke.
Thank you.
That was a great.
I was talking shit.
Snatch little African babies and bring them to white celebrities in America. It's a great joke, man.
Thank you, man.
Jesus, that's great. That's great. Well, you got to check it out. What's the name of it?
It's called Monroe Martin Live from Nairobi, Kenya. I know that's long, but I didn't know what else to call it.
You can't get a T-shirt with that.
What should I call it? Back at home? Yeah.
Monroe Martin.
Home Alone?
I finally found home. No.
The
No.
foster man?
Home.
None of the foster kid, the foster man? No, I don't know.
Monroe Martin. Pumpernickel Black.
What? That's the funniest shit. Pumpernickel Black.
Monroe
God.
Monroe Martin. I thought my dick was big. No?
That's funny. It's not funnier than Pumpernickel.
How about
Black.
this? Monroe Martin, Monkey Belt.
Monkey Belt. I like Monkey Belt.
Dude, Monkey Belt.
Monkey Belt would be dope.
That's a funny one.
I think so. But I don't mention it in the special.
That's even funnier. They'd be like, why'd you call it Monkey Belt? I don't know.
Don't you gotta...
I thought when I was going to go to Africa, I was going to buy a monkey belt in the market. I wound up getting a fucking pair of Adidas.
Dude, I would have definitely got a shrunken monkey head if I could.
Oh, dude.
I'm not even going to lie to you.
See that video with the African dudes? Just grabbed a fucking dried up monkey on the side and bit into its head.
I seen it on... I didn't watch the video because I just watched him grab the monkey and go like this. I went, I'm fucking skipping. You on Twitter too much.
They grabbed a monkey. It was a dried up monkey.
And then fucking just...
And they went like this to its and bit. And then the dude grabbed his mouth and bit into its mouth.
I didn't see any of that there. Nobody was that wild.
That's.
I think that's for the internet now.
Tell you what.
I think Africans just be hamming it up for the internet so they can go viral.
When the electricity goes out, those are the motherfuckers you want to know.
The monkey eater, the monkey head biters,
monkey belt dudes.
I want to know where he's at, so I'm not next.
Why?
So this motherfucker don't just take a snack out of me.
Nah, man, you just eat a monkey.
If you can eat a monkey, you can eat a person.
Before we get to the questions and we go to what we gotta go.
Okay.
But what is the? Let me ask you a question.
What's
what was the craziest thing you ate over there? Any crazy shit?
Nah, I wish.
You didn't fuck around with that.
I didn't fuck around. I ate a lot of lamb because there was a lot of like Arabic type food.
Yeah.
And a lot of spices and shit. So I just stayed with that.
Right.
A lot of lamb, a lot of fish. But I wasn't eating weird stuff. I wasn't gonna do that.
Monkey face?
Nah. You gotta fry it and then let me eat it and then go, that's monkey face, right? But I'm not gonna eat it if you tell me it's monkey face first.
You need a sauce?
Yeah.
You need a sauce?
You gotta put it in nugget form. I would need some ranch or something.
You know that's monkey nuts, right? What?
It's like, what do you mean? Like, y'all call it monkey nuts? It's like, no, that's a monkey's nuts.
Yo, you remember that baby? Remember that baby hyena that was getting fucked up?
Yeah.
You know that's that right there, right?
Yeah.
You wouldn't care?
If
As
you
long-
fry
fry
it, as long as you fried it and I ate it first and then you told me.
Right, you'd be fine.
I'll be fine.
All right, great. Well, listen, we got questions for
What's
you, man.
up?
Check out his special right now.
Check it out.
It's on YouTube. It's called Monroe Martin,
Live from Nairobi, Kenya.
a.k.a. Monkey Belt.
AKA Monkey Belt. I'm going to change the title. I'm going to do an AKA Monkey Belt parentheses.
A.k.a. Monkey Belt. That would have been, you could have been, the thing would have been like you on stage with a monkey belt.
No. But would it just be a regular belt with like a big brass monkey face? Or is it like the monkey fur wrapped around the waist?
It's the monkey hands wrapped around your waist, holding in the back with the monkey head in the front like this. Oh, dude. All right, well, sit. Go there. I want to thank you guys. What do you got?
Max Marcus Comedy, all social media.
And for Joe Russell stuff, go to The Cheese Show on YouTube.
And make sure you check them out on Instagram, too. And what's Danny's?
What is it, Danny Braff? Yeah.
That's it. Max, you're the worst producer on earth. And your autism helps you not.
Yeah. Autistic people are supposed to be like Elon Musk level.
This kid got reverse autism.
Yeah.
He got all the looks with none of the smarts. I'm going to be, of course.
I think that's called Asperger's.
I think it's just called ugly. In March, I'm going to be at Comics Roadhouse, and I'm going to Side Splitters. I'm going to Paramount Theater with Big J. Okerson, so get your tickets there in Long Island. I'm at Poughkeepsie and Riot Comedy Festival in April. And then, of course, I'm going to Comedy Mothership. Tickets are almost sold out for that. And I'm going down to Lafayette at Club 337, Laugh Boston. I'm all over the place, so go check me out, robertkellylive.com. Go to comicrebels.com. Use code word Ladybugs. If you want to get a hat, we got the beanies, we got the YKWD, we got the new hats up there with the rubber stamp that are ballsy. The Regs thing, the Reg shirt, fuck the check spot shirt. We got all kinds of stuff. The YKW hoodies up there. Get yourself some swag and use code word Ladybugs, 20% off all this stuff up there. And make sure you check out Monroe's special. What's your Instagram, dude?
Monroe Martin, I. That's on Instagram.
Dude, I've known you for a long time, and I'm so happy that you're killing it. You're progressing, you're growing, you're knocking it out of the park. I'm gonna watch the special myself tonight, and we're gonna go right now. Patreon.com/Robert Kelly. We'll see you next time. You know what, dude? Podcast.
See ya.
You've been listening to the YKWD podcast. Thanks for listening. Now go back to your shitty jobs.